season, and we are underway on EA Sports. This is taken at his 4. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line.
At their own 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Check. Slam.
A little jet sweep to start the drive. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Going deep downfield and this is caught. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. John Ross, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. On 1st down, Fields. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. He'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a 1st down. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
1st down for the Lions on a nice pickup of 18 yards. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Now it's Hines. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now a give right side. It's Hines. And he's got some space here. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one good for 26 and a 1st down. Well, this is the reigning NFC Offensive Player of the Week. Runs like that might get him another award.
Yeah, thunderbolt right out of the gate, huh? How about that, hitting the defense hard early? And, of course, carrying the momentum from last week into this week's game.
They'll run on first down. Hines. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Off play action. Fields. He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. From 17 yards out, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Now Matt Prater for the point after. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece.
That ties the game.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This one fielded at the 5. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line.
At their own 31-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
But that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, and have them back on their heels.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up, 2nd and 10.
6 guys. Check 6 guys. No. Off.
The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. 22 yards there, a first down.
Sometimes those lines that are drawn on a grease board or in a playbook, they come to life out on the field, don't they? And we just saw down that outside handoff to the right.
That right tackle, he gets excited for that call, doesn't he?
He does, because he just wants to dominate his guy and say, listen, I was the point of attack. I took care of business. That's why you're able to get downfield and add all those yards to your total.
Yeah, really nice gain there. They run again on first down. Cook. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14.
Hey, no, 6 right there, 56. Bring it.
2nd and 14. Setting up the screen for Cook. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That one covers 29 yards. First down. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 23. Give to Cook out of the gun. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. And that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. From the gun, Newman. He completes it to Jones. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. That goes for 14 yards. First down, Cardinals.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
You can't block me. You can't block me. 52's the mark, boys. 52.
These two teams all tied after one.
With the score tied 7-7.
Ready. Mike, Hey, I'm coming. Hey. Mike 52. Whoa. Watch the screen. Mike 52. Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together. Hey, Mike 52. Here we go. Let's go.
On 1st and 10, Newman. And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. Marcus Davenport, the first rounder out of UTSA with a sack. And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field, down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding the 3 points. They want to push you back and try and take you out of that.
Mike 56, right there, 56. You remember me?
Looking to throw. Newman. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. Calling a loss of 2 on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
Ready? Take the mic. 56 is the mic. Here we go.
Operating from the gun. Newman. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And not much on the return there. He'll take it only up to the 9-yard line. That pick hurts a little extra because it was 3rd down. You were already in field goal range.
You know what he's going to hear all night, all next week? Situational football. Understand what's going on, because you expressed it perfectly. 3 points were in their hip pocket. They had those. Now, those went by the wayside. You cannot make those kind of mistakes.
What you call a rookie mistake. And a short pickup here as he'll get across the 10 to the 11-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Fields. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense, when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
On 3rd down, Fields. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. It's a gain of 10 for the Lions and a 1st down.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
Check. I can't believe they let you play.
To throw on 2nd down, Fields. They'll try and set up the screen to Hines. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
Mike's 50.
From the gun on 3rd down, Fields. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal.
Let's go, B. Let's go. Hey, let's get this. He's coming.
They'll try to run with Hines. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game.
Okay, Brady, I see you.
Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look at... And he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. Nyheim Hines with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Lions have taken the lead. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
Yeah, that was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Extra point good by Prater. And that makes the score 14-7. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
And he will have a first down here at about the 40. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside.
First down at the 40-yard line.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
He was brought down by Jimmy Ward. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2. At the 48-yard line.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Newman. Open man is Ross, complete. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd, as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. This quarterback now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Back to throw. Newman. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
And with a dime look on defense, 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. From the gun, Newman. And he's got Kyle Rudolph. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 31-yard line. And oh, look at that, a diving catch. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. The Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. To throw on second down, Fields. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Here's Hines on the toss play. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. It's a 7-yard run, but it does bring up 4th down.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge, whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football? If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
So nursing a slim lead, and that is the opposite of protecting that slim lead.
All I can think here is that head coach, he knows more about what's going on with his team than we do. He must know something's up. Either he has trouble with his punter, right? He's worried about his defense. There's an explanation in there that we're going to ask for after the game, because in this situation, I wouldn't have done that in normal circumstances, but maybe he thought my best opportunity is with my offense.
Yeah, interesting. Back in their own territory. Now we'll see what transpires. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. They run it again with Cook, and he stopped immediately there. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but yeah, from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long.
It's 3rd down and 12.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
Check 50, check 50.
Operating from the gun, Newman. He wants it all for the end zone. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Now look at this, 4th and 12, and they're going to line up to go for it.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. That's it. Mike 56, Mike 56.
On 4th down, Newman. And this is caught. That's Watkins. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively, all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. This quarterback now 11 of 15 through the air. Here's 1st and 10.
Sponge, no. 52's the
They'll run with Cook. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
And the ball situated at the 9, 2nd and goal. They try again with Cook. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. They just do get the play off as he'll look to throw. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Kyle Rudolph. His 3rd touchdown now on the year, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Now Tucker to add the PAT. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into trying to set up the screen, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 24, and he will score. Touchdown, Cardinals. Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they gave up the pick 6. And now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up. But you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful, because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
Throwing again, Fields. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. It's a gain of 10 for the Lions and a first down. This quarterback now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. This is Hines. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Fields. Throwing left side, it's complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 33. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
At the 29-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. They run with Hines. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
A gain of 7. And the Lions first down.
1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10.
Hey, 4 down. Stop your whining.
Off the play fake. Fields. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 11. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
3 down.
And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Well, as a lineman, they are trained. You've got to stay close to home. If you're more than a yard downfield, they're going to toss that flag, and they did there. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down.
Let's get in there now. Watch the shit.
Looking to throw. Newman nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The big man, P.J. Hall, had the path to the QB there.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way, and what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. Off play action. Newman. Going to throw deep for the end zone. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Julio Jones. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Cards use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Tucker with the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This will be taken short. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35.
At their own 36-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Throwing on 1st down. Fields. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A well-executed 22-yard gain. From the gun. Fields. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. He's going to float this over the middle deep, and he can't quite intercept it. Zone coverage, free safety was there. Couldn't come up with it, and now it's 4th down. They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw, unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
On 4th down, Fields. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. He'll get 6 on the ground there, and it'll be 2nd and goal coming up. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They run again with Hines. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Nyheim Hines, his 2nd touchdown of the night, as his guys are back within a single score. Prater for the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all of their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and then, by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. 2nd and 11. Now they go screen. It's complete. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's 3rd down. And this defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Operating from the gun, Newman. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jadeveon Clowney in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
It's 4th down.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game.
Let's get this.
So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They're looking at a 4th down now as they try to hold on to this lead for dear life. That's pulled in at the 32. It'll be a 48-yard punt. 5 there on the return. And the Lions will take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Back to throw. Open man, Higbee, the tight end. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. He'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. What a great sequence by this defense so far. They've given him nowhere to go with the football.
And they just have to make it stand up one more time because it appears that they've got their number. Can they not have a slip up here and allow the touchdown?
Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down. On 4th down, Fields. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Cardinals will now take over with excellent field position. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now a run with Cook. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the offense will get this one back. Boy, that could have been catastrophic at this late stage of the game, but they avoid disaster. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Watch the safety creep. 66. Pull it. Half. Check 13. Check 13.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. Going deep downfield. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away.
Check 43. Switch gears. Try. Watch out. It's free. Check 4. Kill.
They'll run for it with Cook. And no signal yet. I don't think he got in. He didn't. They'll mark him at the 1. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. On 2nd and goal, Cook waiting in the backfield all alone.
I got you. Check it back.
They'll give it to him up the middle. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Dalvin Cook, his first touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals push further out in front. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And the lead now up to 14. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This is taken at the 3.
Come on now, let's go.
Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film.